Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all, and thank you for joining us today. So, I hope you have been finding our reports webinar series going well, and it might be informative and helpful for you. So, today we mark the final webinar in this particular set of series, and we have an amazing topic to be covered today. So, today we'll be focusing on managing user activities and exploring the different varieties of activity reports which is available in Zoho Books. So to start off with, as business grow, it becomes essential and it is important to track and monitor the activities performed by various users within the organization, right? So this also in turn helps us in maintaining the transparency, and it also helps us to ensure the accountability and identifying the potential issues. So this Zoho Book software offers a wide range of activity reports and provide valuable insights into the actions performed by users in our organization. And today in this webinar, we will delve into these activity reports and discuss about their significance in managing the activities performed by the users. So now let's take a quick overview of different types of activity reports which we will be covering today. So these are the activity reports under reports module which we will be covering today. So the first report is system mails, continued by SMS notifications, activity logs and audit trail, exception report, portal activities, client reviews, API usage. So now we'll begin with system mails report. So the system mails report in Zoho Books offers a valuable tool where we can track and monitor all the system generated emails sent by Zoho Books and also the emails sent by the users regarding the transaction to their customers or vendors. So these emails plays a crucial role on how well the customers and vendors are being informed about their transactions like invoices and bills, payment reminders and recurring transactions and so on. So once we navigate to this particular report called system mails, here we'll be able to see date on which the mail has been sent, the subject of the mail which has been sent, and also with the type of the mail. So here we can customize the report also. So by clicking on customize report in the top left corner, here there will be an option called add filters, and we can select the field as mail type, comparator as isn't, and the option we can select payment reminder in case if you want to find all the mails which are sent regards of the payment reminders to our customers or vendors. So once we run the report, we'll be getting all the detailed information regarding the mails which is sent from Zoho Books along with date, subject and the type of the mail. And this report can also be scheduled by using the option called scheduled report in the top right corner. So now already the report has been scheduled, so you'll be finding this option. But generally you'll be clicking on this option which is in the top right corner of your page. So once you click, you can fill in all the information. You can set the frequency you require and you can specify what date and time you want that particular report to be scheduled. And you can select to whom this particular report has to be scheduled. You can select any of the users which is available, who are available in your organization. Additionally, let's say if you particular IT person in your organization might not be a part of your Zoho Books and accounting software. So in that case, if you want to share this particular report to them, the users who are not a part of Zoho Books outside of the organization, you can add their email addresses separated by commas. And also you can you can choose which format you want the report to be scheduled. Once you save it, this will be scheduled and the report will be sent to that particular users or the email ID which you mentioned. And the next option is you can share this particular system mail report by using the share button in the top right corner. So from here you will be selecting the users to whom you want to share it, and you can also specify what permission to be given for this user. This the share option is used because they might not have, you can share the report to whom the report's access might not be available. So for them you can share the report and give the permission as view only view and export, or view, export and schedule. You can choose one among the option and you can click on share. And you can also take a print of this system mails report by clicking on print option in the top right corner and click on print preference. You can see the preview and you can take a printout. So this is about the system mails report, which is available under activity section of reports module. Now coming to the second report called SMS notifications. This SMS notifications report will be applicable for all the customers in your Zoho Books organization only if you enable SMS notification feature for your customers. And for enabling it, you need to navigate to sales, click on customers. There will be a list of customers in your organization which you have created. From that list, you can select to whom you want to enable the SMS notification. Select a customer and you will be having enable SMS notification if you haven't enabled yet. So once it is enabled, all the SMS being sent to this customer regarding transactions or any reminders, it will be shown in the report. And also, before enabling it, you need to provide a valid contact number and a contact person email ID for this particular customer. So this is how you will be enabling the feature. Now coming back to the SMS notifications report. So once immediately you navigate to this particular report, you will be able to see information such as date on which it has been delivered, to whom, that is to which customer you have sent, type of the notification of the SMS, whether it is reminder or any invoice details, and subject of the SMS notification also it will be shown whether it is successfully delivered or if it is a failure also it will be listed with the reason in the same subject column. And also it will be displaying how many units has been consumed for a single message to be delivered for the customer. So in this report, you can also customize based on the notification type. So by clicking on customize report in the top left corner of your page. So you need to click on customize report and you can select which notification type you want. So this by customizing the report based on the notification, we will be able to narrow down the notifications about specific transactions, which in turn helps in inspecting for identifying any discrepancies. So from here you can select any, for example, now if I want to see all the SMS being sent in regards of the invoices, I'll just choose invoice notification option, and when I run the report, I'll be getting a detailed report with all the information related to the invoice details. So basically this SMS notifications report is tells us how well we inform the customers about their transactions via SMS. So this is about SMS notifications report in Zoho Books. Next, coming to activity logs and audit trial report. So basically this report is also called as when, what, where and who report. So as we all know, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, MCA, has made it mandatory for all the companies to follow audit trial for all their transactions which is involved in their organizations. So basically this activity logs and audit trial report, it just gives you a detailed log of all the changes or any modifications done to any transaction, let it be any transactions or records in your Zoho book. So once you navigate to this particular report, you will be able to see multiple informations. Let me explain about that. So date and time on which the modification or the change has been done, and the user name will be displayed, like by whom the modification has been done, along with the detailed description and with the previous and updated values. So basically this report makes you ensure the transparency and accountability within your Zoho Books organization, and also it allows you to trace any kind of changes or any kind of modifications done to any critical data in your Zoho Books. We also have audit trial as well as activity logs. So audit trial option will be displayed for all the transactional updations related, and we have the detailed activity logs for non-transactional updations, and we'll come to the example next. So now let us consider live instance. For example, if you want to compare the versions of a transaction, a single transaction, and verify the report. Let's say for an invoice, there might be some changes you have done for the invoices. So it is related to transactional updation. So you might have view, audit, trial. So this is related to the estimate which I am showing you now. So when you click on view, audit, trial, you will be having multiple versions listed on the right pane of your window. So these are the changes which you made when you come across this particular estimate. So now if you want to compare the versions between this estimate, you can just simply click on compare option and you can select any two versions to compare. Let me select these two versions, and when I hit on compare button, I'll be having the versions of this particular estimate. So this is how you'll be comparing it. So now I am comparing the version 7.0 and 6.0. So now I have this accepted word as the yellow font. So basically this yellow font represents the data has been changed or modified. And if it is a green font, it helps us to indicate that the information has been newly added. And if it is a red font, it indicates that the information has been removed. So this is how we will be comparing the versions of a single transaction and verifying all the information. So like if we want to compare how much difference the transaction has been made, we can view it from here. So now let us come to the second example for non-transactional updation. So let us consider, in some cases you need to mark your user as active or inactive, few users. So for that you will be navigating to settings. Under users and roles section, you will be just clicking on users option. So from here, I am selecting this any particular user. I am just clicking on three dots which is appearing in the top right corner of your page. And when I click on mark as inactive, the user will be marked as inactive. And in some instances, I can also there might be situations where I need to mark it as active. The user might do some changes in your organization. So in that case, I can inactive or active the particular user in your organization. So these are all related to non-transactional updation which is done in your organization. Apart from the transaction changes, you are doing changes in something related to users or any organizational settings or any item preferences you are making, any modification. It is related to non-transactional updations. So these activities have activity logs in this report. Date and time on which the modification has been done, the user name which is involved, and the description of the activity which we have done along with the username. So this is about activity logs and audit trail report. And here we can also even export the particular report in the following format. So this is how activity logs and audit trail under activity section of reports module works. Next, coming to exception report. So basically this exception report is used to track and monitor all the exception reasons which you have given or for specific actions which you do in your organization. And it also helps you to understand the reasons which you give. So these reasons may vary from settings updates to transaction details. So this exception report will be giving you the information such as date and time, the transaction number if the transaction has been related, and the description of the exception when we have given, and the reason and the username. So now let us consider an example. So if you have created an invoice, sales invoice, and you have sent it to your customer. So after sending it to your customer, you want to edit any critical data such as due date. For that, I'll just navigate to sales module. Under that, I'll click on invoices section. From the list of invoices, for a specific invoice you might edit, right? So I'll select a particular invoice, and when I click on edit, I'm changing the due date for this particular invoice. And when I hit on save button, it will prompt me to provide some reason for editing the due date which has already been sent to the customer. So I am just giving a reason and saving it. Now when I navigate to reports and select exception report, the entry will be shown with date and time, transaction number, associated transaction, and description, the reason which we gave, and the username who has done the exception. Okay, this is how it works. And also let me explain you about one more example. Let us consider a scenario where you have enabled transaction locking in your organization. So that will be available under accountant module on the left pane. And under that you can select transaction locking. So here this feature is useful for locking all your transactions where the users cannot edit, modify or delete any transactions that were recorded before the specified date. And here you can lock module wise or you can lock all the transactions at once. So in case if I want to lock this purchase module now, I will hit on lock button, lock option. So it will ask me the lock date. So before this date, all the transactions will be logged. And I will specify a reason for locking this. And when I click on lock, this purchase module alone will be logged. And it will prompt as a reason for it. And this in turn will reflect in the report called exception report. So when we come back to exception report, it is mentioned the date and time as it is not related to entry numbers. So it is empty, and we'll be listing the description, reason which we gave, and the username. So this is about the exception report and how it illustrates us on working. So basically it helps us to understand, review and analyze all the reasons which we provide for specific actions which is done in your organization. So next, coming to the next report called portal activities. This is purely related to client portal and vendor portal. The actions, any interactions or activities done within the client portal and vendor portal is related to portal activities. So those informations, those activities will be listed in this particular portal, in this portal activities report in Zoho Books. So let's come to client portal. So client portal is a dedicated space which is provided for your customers where they can view, manage all their transactions from one place. Say starting from the moment your client log into the portal, this portal activity reports provide us the important information such as the login time, and additionally if your customer accepts any quotes or estimates or any payment related activities too, it will be shown under portal activities. So let us go with enabling on how to enable the client portal. So for enabling it, we would navigate to sales module, click on customers. From the list of customers, select a particular customer name to whom you want to enable the customer portal. And in the top right corner of your page, you will be having more drop down. So under that, select configure customer portal. So this you can select which contact person you require to enable this. So once it is enabled, once you send the invitation to the email ID which you select while enabling it, an invitation link would be sent and they need to accept it in their email. So once it is done, they can set up their own password for logging into their portal. So this is how you will be enabling the customer portal in Books. And to set up multiple preferences to be done in the client portal, you would navigate to settings of Zoho Books, and under preferences you would need to select customer portal option. So this is the page where you will be customizing all the options which you require. And once you save this, the preferences you set up will be saved over here. So now we have this is how you will be enabling the customer portal for any customer in your Zoho Books. So now showing you the screen, the home page of how the client portal looks. So this is how the client portal home page looks. They can view and manage all their transactions from one place, and even they can do payment related activities in regards of the invoices too. Say for example, I am I want to accept any estimates from my client portal, like customers wants to accept. they can just simply go to estimate section and select a particular estimate, and when they hit on accept button, it will be marked as accepted successfully. So we will be notified in the report called portal activities, saying the date and time with the transaction number and with the description saying it has been accepted by the customer name. And apart from this, instead of going to the portal activities for a detailed description, all the activities which is related to the portal, whether it is client portal or vendor portal, it will be notified in the notifications pane in your Zoho Books, which is available next to this before your settings icon. So here we will be notified saying the customer has accepted your estimate with the transaction number, date and time. So in case if you want to see a detailed report, you can navigate to portal activities report. So this is about the client portal. So now we'll go for the vendor portal. So basically vendor portal, as the name says, helps us to collaborate and manage all the vendor relations, and they can view their transactions, their invoices, purchase orders. And now let's say the vendor, so this is how, so I'll just show you the home page of the vendor portal, how it looks. So this is how the vendor portal looks like. In case the vendor can see their purchase orders. In case a vendor leaves a comment in their purchase order, and when they add a comment, when we come to our Zoho Books organization, in the notification we will be informed saying so and so vendor name has commented on your purchase order with the transaction number. And also in the portal activities reports, it will be shown with the date and time with the activity description and the transaction number saying comment has been added. So this is how the vendor portal and activity portal works in Zoho Books. So this portal activity, like it basically comprises of all the complete record of all the activities or any kind of interactions which takes place within the client as well as in the vendor portal. So this is how portal activities work. Next, coming to client reviews. So as the name suggests, the client reviews report in Zoho Books is majorly gives us the information about all the feedbacks given by our customers and the star ratings based on our services directly from their client portal. So before starting off with client reviews report, it is important to observe that we will be able to request our customers to provide us for any kind of feedbacks or star ratings to our services. And this can be enabled by navigating to settings. Under preferences, you will be having customer portal. So there you will be having an option called enable customer reviews for my service. So once you enable this option, your customers can rate your service and provide you feedback based on your service. You need to hit on save button for saving all your preferences. What is the use of client review report? It majorly helps in managing all your customer feedbacks or ratings which is given by them, which enhances you to be up to date, deal with your customer satisfaction, and also it also improves your business flows. And these feedbacks given by them makes you understand your client's perspectiveness, and you can identify the important area of work. And also it also builds a strong relationship between your customers, right? So this report called client reviews in Zoho Books helps you to consolidate all the reviews effectively. They'll help you to analyze all the feedbacks given by them. So here in this report, it gives you a detailed report along with the customer name and the number of the star ratings which is given by your customers from their client portal. So we'll now look into how the customers will be giving you these feedback or star ratings. So coming to the client portal page, this is how the customer's client portal look like. And if they want to give a star ratings or feedbacks, they just need to go to the bottom of the page of the client portal and they will be having a button called review. So when they click on review button, out of 5 stars, they can select how many stars they want to rate us, and they can comment their feedbacks or any to be shared to us. They can leave a comment. When they submit this review, it will be successfully submitted from the client side from their portal. So now when we come back to client review report, we will be notified over here with the number of stars they have provided. So, and also, as I said earlier, all the portal related activities will be available in the notification pane. So here we have been informed saying the client has rated your service with the date and time. And now when I click on each customer name, I will be having a detailed report on how many stars they have given, date and time, and the feedbacks or any comment which they have left from by giving a review. So here it will be, so now from here, if I want to give a reply for my customer for their feedback or any star ratings which they have given, we just need to click on a particular the feedback which they have given, and on the right side we'll be having a reply box to be for replying back to our customers. So when we click on a reply, the comment will be updated and the customer will be notified in their portal too. In the home page of the client portal, they will be having an information like they has commented, like so and so person has commented on the review which the client has given. And when we hit on view button, we can see all the conversations which has been going on with the star. So once we view it, the conversation will be closed. So this is how the client will be providing us ratings or any feedback they will be providing, which would be helpful for our business to grow. So now finally we'll be moving on to the final report under activity section of reports called API usage. Yeah, so as the name says, APIs is basically allows two or more systems, software systems to communicate and exchange data seamlessly. So in case of, in the context of Zoho Books, this API enables the users of the Zoho Books to integrate with any external applications and with streamlining workflows. So this API usage report in Zoho Books, which is useful to track any kind of API integration which is done within the organization, right? And also it will tell us how many API calls has been done as of current day, and which helps us to track all our usage patterns, and which also increases the integration processes. And here we have introduced a new detailed API usage dashboard which is available in the top of the API usage report. And also we provide this option under settings. When you come to developer space section, you will be having API usage. So here also you will be finding this option. So this particular report will be giving the detailed information regarding the API integration which you have done within your Zoho Books organization. Total and remaining API calls, the users who are consuming the API, the IP addresses, module wise, and the top 5 applications, the API address used, and the users who are, as I said, the users who are consuming it, all the recent activities along with the detailed description will be completely shown with the charts in the API usage report. As here it will be shown as detailed plan. So this is about the API usage report in Zoho Books. So finally, as we come to end of the session, we'll now look at another amazing feature in Zoho Books, which will be involving the integration between Zoho Books and Zoho Analytics. So basically, Zoho Analytics is useful for creating any insightful reports and dashboards based on your Zoho Books data for in-depth financial analysis. And majorly, it helps you to analyze and keep track of your key financial metrics of your organization. And also you can create reports from multiple Zoho Books organization. So here once you integrate it, so for integration we would be able to navigate to settings. Under integration section you will be having Zoho apps. So it will be listing the various Zoho applications. So we'll be having Zoho Analytics. Now it has been integrated, so it is showing as active status. So before integrating, you will be having a connect button. You can connect it. Once it is successful, once the sync is successful, with your Zoho Books data, you can create insightful reports in your analytics. And from there, you need to add the report into a dashboard. And that dashboard will be shown here under Advanced Analytics section. So this option will be appearing once you integrate Zoho Books and Zoho integration successfully. For example, if I want to create a new report with the information of delivery challan and the invoices created from delivery challan along with the items included in the invoices. So basically this Zoho Analytics integration is useful to create any report apart from the report available in Zoho Books based on your own customization or the requirement of your business processes. So you might have some customization according to your business flow. So you would be required to create any customized reports based on that. So for example, I'm telling you with an example called delivery challan with item details. So this report has been created in Zoho Analytics with Zoho Books data and it has been added over here. This displays the information such as delivery challan number, date of the delivery challan, the status of the delivery challan, whether it is partially invoiced or fully invoiced, the amount, invoice number, multiple invoices will be associated to the delivery challan and the items whichever is included in that particular invoices along with quantity and the total amount. So this is how Zoho Books and Zoho Analytics integration works in regards of reports. We have come to the end of the today's session. I think you found our webinar about the activities section under reports module to be very informative and helpful. And post this, if you have any clarifications or questions related to the sessions we had earlier and today, you can post your queries in your questions tab which is available on the left pane of your window. Hi Raghuvaran, so your question was like when you send invoices from Zoho Books to your customer, like from the invoice, the transaction level, the email which is being sent from the invoice level to your customer, it will be shown in your system mails report. Yeah, hi Bhavesh. So your question is what is the use of reviews which is given by our customers? So basically, as I said, it is used to track all your feedbacks given by your customer, which enhances your the relationship between customers, and you can understand their perspective, like their thinking and what kind of like service they require from you. So this will help you to think better and identify any improvement you have to be doing in your business processes. Hi Murugan. So your question is about the API count which is available in Zoho Books. So I'll just navigate you on how to find those count limit. You need to navigate to home page of your Zoho Books. Hope my screen is visible. So once you navigate to home page, when you scroll down to end of the page, you will be having quick link section. So under that, you will be having developers API. So this is the API documentation which you will require to integrate. So this is the API call limit, and the limit will be listed according to the plan you take in Zoho Books. Hi Rajeshwari. So your question is how to generate monthly or annually summary reports for all expenses. So you can navigate to reports module in your Zoho Books, and under purchases and expenses section, you will be having a report called expense details. So you can select that report and you can select whatever date range you require. Yeah, hi Bhavesh. So your question is in which plan of Zoho Books advanced analytics are available. So from your ultimate plan, you will be having the Zoho Analytics in Zoho Books plan itself. Hi Bhupati, your question is to know check printing option is available in India. So from the premium plan of Zoho Books, you will be having check printing feature. Hi Digvijay Avale. So your question is on how to extract the detailed GST purchases report with the detailed information on GST along with your bills report. So when you navigate to reports module in Zoho Books, you can search for bills details report. Under payables, you will be having report called bills details. So there at the top, you will be having customized report. When you click on customized report, you will be having show or hide column on the left pane. You can select IGST amount, CGST amount, SGST amount. So whichever column you require regarding of taxes, you can select those columns. You can add those available columns and you can run the report based on the date range. Hi Mamata Kapse. Your question is on how to log balance sheet and profit and loss account for particular year in Zoho Books. So basically, once you log all your transactions for a specific date or module wise also you can log all the transactions. Under accountant module, you will be having transaction locking. So from there you can log module wise or or all the transaction at once. So once you specify a log date, before the specified date all the transaction would be logged and no changes can be made for those transactions which fall below the specified date. Hi Riti, your question is on can we edit an invoice in Zoho Books after GST filing? So once you mark your GST return for a particular period as filed, you cannot make the changes for the transactions. So you can mark it as unfiled and then post which you can edit an invoice. So marking as unfiled in Zoho Books does not mark it as unfiled in portal. So you can just mark it as unfiled in Zoho Books and you can make changes for your invoice, post which you can mark it as filed again. Hi Prakash and hi Adil. Your question is about making changes to invoicing after pushing it to IRP. So any data which has been pushed, like any critical data that makes changes in the value of the invoice cannot be changed, cannot be modified, and like customer notes, order number which will not be pushed to IRP, those informations of the invoice which is pushed to IRP can be changed, like the customer notes, order number and all. Hi Ikta, your question is on how to pass credit card entries in Zoho Books. So you can add your credit card by navigating to banking module. You will be having add bank or credit card. So once you add your credit card successfully in Zoho Books, it will be listed in your banking module. And once you click on your credit card which has been added, you will be having add transaction drop down in the top right corner.
Thank you so much, Sharmila, for the insightful session. And thank you so much all for providing us tremendous support on this webinar series. I hope this has been useful to know more about the reports module available in Zoho Books. So in total we have had 11 sessions. So I hope we have answered most of your clarifications queries. So if you have any further clarifications, please reach out to support.india@zohobooks.com, or you can reach us on a toll-free number 1800-572-6671. Once again, I thank you all so much for joining this session.